back to get this season started right after this. From Biscully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shambi on play-by-play, Chris Singleton providing the color. So the Colorado Rockies find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown?
You say forget all that, Boog. Block out the noise because the season is decided on the field, okay? So there's still talent on this roster, and if one or two players have big years, they could be right in the thick of the race.
That's a good point, Chris. Seems like every year we see at least one team unexpectedly make a run, and maybe this season they could be that team. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
And here it comes. Not even close there. 2-2.
Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with it.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out here on opening day. Hard hit right side to first. They get the out on Soto. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing.
Bounce to third. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Willie Adames stands in. That's towards center. Drifts towards it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Rockies 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And starting this one, Corbin Burns.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. Sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub 2s. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning going. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Fires across the diamond. And that ends the top of the second. And now it's Elias Diaz. Swing and a miss.
This one is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Chris Bryant. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Betts, good feed, that's one. On to Freddie, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And that'll do it. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Bottom of the second. The batter now will be Will Smith. That's to third. Fires over to first. And they get the out on Smith. So digging in, James Outman. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. Got it by him for the K. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 2 outs. Rips that one to right. Soto makes the play, and it's out number 3. So they go quietly there. We played 2 full. It's the Rockies. Back here in L.A., top half of the 3rd inning. Now, number 83. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And the right-hander deals. Got him swinging. And that's the first out.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Betts settles under it and makes the catch. 2 away now. So the lineup flips over. Now it's going to be Nolan Jones. Swing and a miss.
1 ball,
and the count 1 and 2.
It's going to be a long day if they call that pitch for a strike every time.
Tap to first. Freeman. He steps on the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Comebacker to the mound. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. He made him pay for that one. His first homer of the year, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there. It's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Warning track, ball, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Now it's Mookie Betts.
1 strike.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. So Mookie Betts with a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it off well for the line drive now.
And it's scoring position with 2 away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Juan Soto now. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out.
Great job by the second baseman right there. Quick reaction to dive, knock that ball down, and big leaguers just don't panic, not the good ones. He gets up, makes the play, really good throw over to first base. That's the kind of composure that you want to see from a guy in that position.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Willie Adames now at the plate. The pitch. Big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. The Dodgers leading by a run, top half of inning number 4. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he chases that one. And a nice inning of work there. And we're back. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say fooled him with just enough of that late action.
So up next, James Outman. Going to count 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
1 down, base is empty. Chop to third, and that chance handled. Whips it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. And now Teoscar Hernandez in the air, left field. And that is that. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. And that one hammered back there. Hangs off the wall. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now the center fielder, Chris Bryant. And it's second. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Long run tracks it down. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third. Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline and he scores. We are tied at 2.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Out towards right center field. Outman on his way over. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Got the bat going too soon at strike 2. Derek Richards, a guy who was originally a first-round pick of the Angels out of the University of Oklahoma. And the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Righty to the plate. To the right side. Rogers throws to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Now fly ball to right center. Bryant pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Next offering is in for a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't...
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. Back here in L.A., top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, number 60. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's even up.
Cut him break right there. Pretty good pitch in the outside corner.
Righty delivers. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Nolan Jones. And a pitch. There's a swing and a drive. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got it.
Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. Go ahead run on base. Brendan Rock double steal and fouled off. In the air out towards right center. He's under it. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So first and second with 2 outs. So next will be the runners on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. Double steal.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. 2 outs. bases full. And now the catcher comes up to him. Elias Diaz. That's to third, and that one handled. They take the force out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So they're able to work around a pair. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the sixth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Willie Castro. Makes the grab on the run. One up, one down. Here's Mookie now.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Slider got him for strike three.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So 2 down now, and here is Shohei Ohtani. That clips the zone, and the count is 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3 down. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of inning number 7. So in now for Colorado, Chris Bryant. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one away. Next for Colorado, Sean Bouchard. Here comes a pitch. Puts a bunt down. Throws to first in time. And here's the first baseman. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chop to first. Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th, and here's the catcher, Will Smith. Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here's the center fielder, James Outman. Now a pop-up on the infield. Burns hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. So now 1-2.
1 ball.
All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex Vesia.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Next offer in there for a strike. And it's 2-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Scott Barlow up and throwing. Fire Eisen warming up as well. And the pitch. On the ground right side. And it goes just foul. Two now. 1 away.
He looked a little tentative on that swing. Almost like he didn't get pitch recognition. Tried to slow his back down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play. Have another pitch where maybe you can drive out of the ballpark.
Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Now the right fielder.
And now it's Juan Soto. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Soto swinging a drive. Deep right field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Nothing. And we're back. And now it's going to be Max Muncy. High fly ball out towards left field. Bouchard going back. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the one's going out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be. This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Steps on first for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. Score remains 2-2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Scott Barlow. So in now for Colorado, Brendan Rodgers. 1-1 now. Ripped into center, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And here is Willie Adames. And that one gets past the catcher. Rodgers into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Man at second. Swing and he breaks his bat. Makes the grab, one down. Elias Diaz digging in for the Rockies. Here's a 1-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Liner. Out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's 4-2. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now.
Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 down. Next to hit for the Rockies, Chris Bryant. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, they're on a whole lot.
JP Fire Eyes gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the batter now, Sean Bouchard, bunting, and he pops it up. Now the throw to first on the run. On target. He got him. Nice play. Caught the run down now. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Tanner Scott. A chance at his first save of the year. At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. One out, bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Mookie Betts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And Mookie takes.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The Rockies trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A gigantic blast. It's 4-3.
Just relentless. This team will not quit.
as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, dude. He squared it up.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone! They go back-to-back, and we are tied. It's 4-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
But 2 round trippers in this inning. We're in extras here, so in now for Colorado, number 83. Runner takes off for third. Bunt attempt misses. Oh, and they got it. Out towards right center field. On the move to the alley. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Down the third baseman.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. And Lowry's Montero trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So remaining in the game defensively, Lowry's Montero. He'll play third. Back here in L.A. on to the bottom of the 10th. And at the plate for he's trying for third. Pitching for a strike. Third, save. That wasn't close.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Tied at 4. That one misses. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. His fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Runners in the corners here, 1 away. One hit to right. Soto gets under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So the batting order turns over. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that chance handled. Takes it himself. And we're headed to the 11th. Dodgers strand a couple. Score remains tied at 4. Back now, we're in extras. And now the DH, Nolan Jones. Line drive.
Nice swing. Good solid contact. I thought it was smoke, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Here's Juan Soto. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. 2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times.
High fly ball, right field. He's under it. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Willie Castro. And the count 1-2. Man at second. That one the other way. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. Making a move at second base. Entering as the pinch runner, Nick Senzel. He's the potential winning run, so they're hoping he can score a base hit.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Swung on, belted. That one back there. Gone! Ball game! Another homer. And the Dodgers walk it off in the 11th.
Extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with a big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat. We're all headed home. This one finishes with a final of 7-4.